Question 1. What should you do when approaching a yield sign? A. Speed up to merge quickly. B. Slow down and be prepared to stop. C. Maintain speed and proceed. D. Stop completely, then proceed. Answers is B. Slow down and be prepared to stop. A yield sign means you must slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary to allow other vehicles or pedestrians to proceed. You only stop if there's conflicting traffic. Question 2. You are driving on a freeway and wish to exit. When should you signal? A. As you are turning the steering wheel. B. Just after passing the exit. C. At least 100 feet before the exit. D. Only if other cars are nearby. Answers is C. At least 100 feet before the exit. California law requires you to signal for at least 100 feet before changing lanes or exiting a freeway. This gives other drivers ample warning of your intentions. Question 3. This sign warns drivers about a dangerous curve ahead. What action should you take? A. Accelerate through curve. B. Slow down before the curve. C. Maintain current speed. D. Change lanes immediately. Answers is B. Slow down before the curve. This sign indicates a dangerous curve to the right. To safely navigate it, you should slow down before entering the curve and gradually accelerate as you exit. Question 4. What does this sign mean? A. One-way traffic ahead. B. Do not enter. C. Yield to oncoming traffic. D. No U-turn allowed. Answers is B. Do not enter. This do not enter sign prohibits all traffic from entering a roadway, usually because it's a one-way street going the opposite direction. Question 5. When can you legally make a U-turn in California? A. On a freeway. B. At an intersection with a no sign. C. Across a double yellow line if safe. D. In front of a fire station. Answers is C. Across a double yellow line if safe. In California, you can make a U-turn across a double yellow line if it is safe and there is no sign prohibiting it. You must not interfere with other traffic. Question 6. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Playground nearby. B. School bus stop ahead. C. Children crossing area. D. Family park entrance. Answers is C. Children crossing area. This sign warns drivers that children may be present or crossing the road. Drivers should reduce speed and be extra vigilant. Question 7. When parking downhill on a street with a curb, in what direction should you turn your front wheels? A. Away from the curb. B. Toward the curb. C. Straight ahead. D. It does not matter. Answers is B. Toward the curb. When parking downhill with a curb, turn your front wheels toward the curb. If the brakes fail, the car will roll into the curb and stop. Question 8. This sign indicates a specific lane usage. What vehicles are required to use this lane? A. Commercial trucks only. B. Motorcycles only. C. Passenger cars only. D. Emergency vehicles. Answers is C. Passenger cars only. This sign indicates a lane dedicated for passenger cars. Drivers of other types of vehicles, such as trucks or buses, should not use this lane unless. Question 9. What does a flashing red traffic light mean? A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop, then proceed when safe. C. Slow down and be ready to stop. D. Yield to all traffic. Answers is B. Stop, then proceed when safe. A flashing red traffic light means you must stop completely before the intersection, and then proceed only when it is safe and clear to do so, just like A stop sign. Question 10. What is the meaning of this road sign? A. School zone ahead. B. No pedestrian crossing. C. Pedestrian crossing ahead. D. Watch for children playing. Answers is C. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This warning sign alerts drivers to an upcoming pedestrian crossing. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to stop for pedestrians. Question 11. When driving in fog, what lights should you use? A. High beams. B. Low beams. C. Parking lights only. D. No lights are necessary. Answers is B. Low beams. In fog, use your low beam headlights. High beams will reflect off the fog and worsen visibility, making it harder to see the road. Question 12. This sign prohibits a specific action. What does it mean? A. No left turn. B. No U-turn. C. No right turn. D. No parking. Answers is B. No U-turn. This sign clearly indicates that U-turns are prohibited at this location. Drivers must find an alternative way to change direction. Question 13. What does this sign warn about? A. Smooth road ahead. B. Uneven road surface. C. Speed bump ahead. D. Steep hill climb. Answers is B. Uneven road surface. This sign warns drivers of an uneven road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce their speed to maintain control of the vehicle and for comfort. Question 14. If you are involved in a collision, what is the first thing you should do? A. Call your insurance company. B. Stop safely and assess. C. Move your vehicle off the road. D. Exchange information with other drivers. Answers is B. Stop safely and assess. After a collision, the immediate priority is to stop your vehicle safely, turn on hazard lights, and check for yourself and others. Question 15. This sign indicates a specific traffic condition. What does it mean? A. Road work ahead. B. Accident scene. C. Traffic congestion ahead. D. Detour route. Answers is C. Traffic congestion ahead. This sign warns drivers of traffic congestion or a slowdown ahead. Drivers should prepare to reduce speed and expect delays. Question 16. When passing a bicyclist, how much space should you leave? A. At least 1 foot. B. At least 3 feet. C. No specific distance. D. As much as safely possible. Answers is B. At least 3 feet. California law requires drivers to leave a minimum of 3 feet of space when passing a bicyclist. This ensures the safety of the cyclist. Question 17. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying dangerous goods? A. Turn right only. B. Proceed straight only. C. No entry. D. U-turn allowed. Answers is B. Proceed straight only. This mandatory sign directs vehicles carrying dangerous goods to proceed straight. It's often used to keep such vehicles away from residential or sensitive areas. Question 18. This sign prohibits a specific action. What does it mean? A. Minimum speed limit. B. No overtaking. C. End of speed limit. D. Lane ends ahead. Answers is B. No overtaking. This sign means no overtaking or no passing. Drivers are prohibited from passing other vehicles in this area, usually due to safety concerns. Question 19. What does a solid yellow line on your side of the road mean? A. You may pass if no traffic. B. Do not pass. C. Lane merges ahead. D. Parking is permitted. Answers is B. Do not pass. A solid yellow line on your side of the road indicates that passing is not allowed for traffic traveling in your direction. It's unsafe due to limited visibility or other hazards. Question 20. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Dry road ahead. B. Slippery road ahead. C. Road work zone. D. Loose gravel. Answers is B. Slippery road ahead. This sign warns of a slippery road surface, often due to rain, ice, or loose materials. Drivers should reduce speed and increase following distance. Question 21. What does this sign mean? A. Yield to traffic. B. Stop, then proceed when safe. C. Speed limit ahead. D. Slow down. Answers is B. Stop, then proceed when safe. This is a stop sign. You must come to a complete stop before the white limit line, crosswalk, or intersection, and then proceed only when it is safe. Question 22. When approaching a school bus with flashing red lights, what must you do? A. Pass carefully if no children. B. Stop in all directions until lights stop. C. Slow down and honk. D. Only stop if you are behind it. Answers is B. Stop in all directions until lights stop. If a school bus has flashing red lights, all traffic in both directions on a road must stop. On multi-lane roads with a median, only traffic behind the bus must stop. Question 23. This sign indicates a change in road characteristics. What does it mean? A. Road widens ahead. B. Road narrows on both sides. C. Lane reduction. D. Merge lane ahead. Answers is B. Road narrows on both sides. This sign warns that the road will narrow from both sides ahead. Drivers should be aware of this and adjust their position and speed accordingly. Question 24. What is the primary purpose of seat belts? A. To keep drivers alert. B. To prevent ejection and reduce injury. C. To keep passengers comfortable. D. To secure cargo in the trunk. Answers is B. To prevent ejection and reduce injury. Seat belts are designed to keep occupants securely restrained in their seats during a collision, preventing them from being thrown from the vehicle or striking interior surfaces, thus reducing the risk of severe injury or death. Question 25. This sign shows a mandatory action. What should drivers do? A. Yield to all traffic. B. Enter a roundabout. C. No U-turn allowed. D. Crosswalk ahead. Answers is B. Enter a roundabout. This sign indicates a roundabout or circular intersection ahead. Drivers must yield to traffic already in the roundabout and proceed. Question 26. What does this sign mean for vehicles? A. Right turn only. B. Stop ahead. C. No entry for all vehicles. D. Yield to oncoming. Answers is C. No entry for all vehicles. This no entry sign prohibits all vehicles from entering the road or lane where it is posted. It's often seen at the exit of one-way streets. Question 27. When is it safe to return to the right lane after passing another vehicle? A. When you can see its headlights. B. When you see its entire front in your mirror. C. After you clear its bumper. D. Immediately after passing. Answers is B. When you see its entire front in your mirror. It is safe to return to the right lane after passing when you can see the entire front of the vehicle you just passed in your mirror, ensuring you have enough clearance. Question 28. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Steep descent. B. Steep ascent. C. Slippery road. D. Hill ahead. Answers is B. Steep ascent. This sign warns drivers of a steep upgrade or ascent ahead. Drivers may need to downshift or apply more power to maintain speed. Question 29. What does this sign typically warn of? A. Tram crossing. B. Railway crossing. C. Divided highway ahead. D. Road closed. Answers is B. Railway crossing. This sign indicates a railway crossing ahead. Drivers must be prepared to stop for trains and proceed only when it is safe. Question 30. When are you allowed to drive in a bicycle lane? A. When passing a vehicle. B. To make a right turn within 200 feet. C. To avoid traffic congestion. D. At any time if no cyclists. Answers is B. To make a right turn within 200 feet. In California, you may drive in a bicycle lane for a maximum of 200 feet when preparing to make a right turn. It is illegal to drive in it otherwise. Question 31. What does this sign mean? A. Two-way traffic. B. One-way road. C. Keep right. D. Divided highway. Answers is B. One-way road. This sign indicates a one-way road where all traffic moves in the same direction. It's crucial for drivers to be aware of this to avoid driving against traffic. Question 32. What does this sign indicate for parking? A. Parking zone. B. No parking. C. Loading zone. D. Visitor parking. Answers is B. No parking. This sign prohibits parking at any time in the area where it is posted. Stopping briefly to passengers may be permitted unless otherwise. Question 33. What should you do if your accelerator pedal gets stuck? A. Pump the brake pedal quickly. B. Shift to neutral, then brake. C. Turn off the engine immediately. D. Steer into oncoming traffic. Answers is B. Shift to neutral, then brake. If your accelerator gets stuck, shift to neutral or depress the clutch in A manual, then apply the brakes. Steer to a safe area off the road and turn off the engine. Question 34. This sign warns drivers about potential hazards. What does it indicate? A. Steep hill ahead. B. Falling rocks ahead. C. Rough road. D. Tunnel entrance. Answers is B, falling rocks ahead. This sign warns of falling rocks or rock slides, particularly common in mountainous or hilly areas. Drivers should be vigilant for debris on the road and potential falling rocks. Question 35. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A, steep ascent. B, steep descent. C, uneven road. D, hump ahead. Answers is B, steep descent. This sign warns drivers of a steep downhill grade or descent ahead. Drivers should prepare to downshift or use lower gears to control speed and prevent brake fade. Question 36. What is the recommended following distance under normal conditions? A, 1 second rule. B, rule. C, 2 car lengths. D, 5 seconds. Answers is B, rule. The rule is a common guideline for safe following distance under normal conditions. It provides enough time to react and stop if the vehicle ahead suddenly brakes. Question 37. This sign indicates a mandatory action. What should a driver do? A, turn right. B, proceed straight. C, turn left. D, stop ahead. Answers is B, proceed straight. This sign indicates that traffic is required to proceed straight ahead. No turns are permitted at this intersection or segment of the road. Question 38. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A, no cycling allowed. B, cycle track. C, share the road with bikes. D, cycle crossing. Answers is B, cycle track. This sign marks a cycle track, indicating an area exclusively or primarily for bicycles. Drivers should be aware of cyclists in such areas. Question 39. When is it permissible to park in a disabled person's parking space? A, when you have a temporary permit. B, only if you have a valid placard or plate. C, for a short time to unload cargo. D, if no other spaces are available. Answers is B, only if you have a valid placard or plate. It is illegal to park in a disabled person's parking space unless your vehicle displays a valid disabled person placard or license plate. Question 40. What does this sign indicate about road conditions? A, paved road ahead. B, loose gravel or stone materials. C, rough road. D, road work zone. Answers is B, loose gravel or stone materials. This sign warns drivers that loose gravel or stone materials are present on the road surface. This can reduce traction and cause skidding, so drivers should reduce speed. Question 41. What does this sign mean for drivers? A, end of priority road. B, priority road ahead. C, stop ahead. D, yield to others. Answers is B, priority road ahead. This sign indicates that you are on a priority road and have the over traffic entering from side roads, unless otherwise. Question 42. When driving at night, you should dim your headlights when you are within what distance of an oncoming vehicle? A, 100 feet. B, 500 feet. C, 200 feet. D, 1,000 feet. Answers is B, 500 feet. You must dim your headlights to low beams when an oncoming vehicle is within 500 feet or when you are following another vehicle within 300 feet to avoid blinding other drivers. Question 43. This sign indicates a mandatory direction. What does it mean? A. Proceed straight. B. Turn right. C. Turn left. D. U-turn allowed. Answers is B. Turn right. This sign means that traffic is mandatory to turn right. Drivers must follow the direction by the arrow. Question 44. What does this sign indicate about lane usage? A. Lane ends ahead. B. Direction of movement in lane. C. Merge left. D. Two-way traffic. Answers is B. Direction of movement in lane. This sign provides information about the permitted direction of movement for vehicles in a specific lane, often seen before intersections or lane splits. Question 45. What is the basic speed law in California? A. Drive the posted limit. B. Never drive faster than is safe. C. Drive at least 55 on freeways. D. Slow down for all conditions. Answers is B. Never drive faster than is safe. The basic speed law states that you must never drive faster than is safe for current conditions, regardless of the posted speed limit. This includes considering weather, traffic, and road conditions. Question 46. What does this sign mean for drivers? A. Minimum speed limit. B. Maximum speed limit. C. Recommended speed. D. End of speed limit. Answers is B. Maximum speed limit. This is a maximum speed limit sign, indicating the highest legal speed allowed in this area under ideal conditions. Drivers must not exceed this speed. Question 47. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Speed bump. B. Or bad road surface. C. Uneven road. D. Road closed. Answers is B. Or bad road surface. This sign warns drivers of potholes or a very rough and road surface ahead. Drivers should slow down and be cautious to avoid damage to their vehicle. Question 48. When changing lanes, what steps should you follow? A. Signal, then turn wheel. B. Signal, check mirrors, check blind spot, go. C. Check blind spot, signal, go. D. Only signal if traffic is heavy. Answers is B. Signal, check mirrors, check blind spot, go. The correct sequence for changing lanes is to signal, check your and side mirrors, check your blind spot over your shoulder, and then if clear, smoothly move into the desired lane. Question 49. What does this sign indicate for the right lane? A. Right lane ends. B. Beginning of additional right lane. C. Lane for slow vehicles. D. Merge left. Answers is B. Beginning of additional right lane. This sign indicates the beginning of an additional lane on the right, which often means the road is widening or an exit ramp is merging into the main flow of traffic. Question 50. What does this sign mean for pedestrians? A. No pedestrian entry. B. Pedestrian track. C. Pedestrian crossing ahead. D. Share road with pedestrians. Answers is B. Pedestrian track. This sign indicates a pedestrian track or walkway, meaning the area is primarily for pedestrians. Drivers should be aware of pedestrians in such areas. Question 51. What does a flashing yellow traffic light mean? A. Stop and yield. B. Proceed with caution. C. Speed up to clear intersection. D. Prepare to stop. Answers is B. Proceed with caution. A. Flashing yellow traffic light means you should slow down and proceed with caution. Be prepared to stop or yield to other traffic or pedestrians if necessary. Question 52. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. U-turn allowed. B. No left turn. C. Turn left only. D. Proceed straight. Answers is B. No left turn. This sign means no left turn. Drivers are prohibited from making a left turn at the intersection or location where this sign is posted. Question 53. What does this sign mean? A. Accident ahead. B. Road works ahead. C. Uneven road. D. Traffic congestion. Answers is B. Road works ahead. This sign warns drivers of road works or construction ahead. Drivers should reduce speed, be alert for workers and equipment, and follow any temporary instructions. Question 54. You should use your horn to A. Express anger at other drivers. B. Warn others of your presence. C. Signal a friendly greeting. D. Encourage a slow driver. Answers is B. Warn others of your presence. The horn should be used as a warning device to alert other drivers or pedestrians of your presence or to prevent an accident. It's not for expressing frustration. Question 55. What does this sign mean? A. End of motorway. B. Beginning of motorway. C. Road for motor vehicles. D. Toll road ahead. Answers is B. Beginning of motorway. This sign indicates the beginning of a motorway or expressway, where specific rules apply, such as higher speed limits and restrictions on certain types of vehicles. Question 56. What does this sign indicate? A. No parking. B. No stopping. C. Loading zone. D. Bus stop. Answers is B. No stopping. This sign means no stopping. You are not allowed to stop your vehicle in this area for any reason, even briefly, except to obey a traffic sign or signal. Question 57. What is the primary danger of driving too slowly? A. It uses more fuel. B. It can impede traffic flow and cause collisions. C. It causes engine damage. D. It frustrates other drivers. Answers is B. It can impede traffic flow and cause collisions. Driving significantly below the speed limit or flow of traffic can be just as dangerous as speeding, as it creates a speed differential that can lead to collisions and unexpected lane changes. Question 58. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Single-track railway. B. Railway crossing. C. Level crossing ahead. D. Road merges with railway. Answers is B. Railway crossing. This sign warns drivers of a railway crossing ahead. Drivers must be extra cautious, expect multiple trains, and stop if necessary. Question 59. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. Turn left only. B. Proceed straight or turn right. C. Right turn only. D. No right turn. Answers is B. proceed straight or turn right. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers in this lane or at this intersection must either proceed straight or turn right, and no other movements are permitted. Question 60. What should you do if your vehicle starts to hydroplane? A. Brake hard. B. Ease off accelerator, steer straight. C. Turn the steering wheel sharply. D. Accelerate to gain traction. Answers is B. Ease off accelerator, steer straight. If your vehicle hydroplanes, ease off the accelerator and do not brake. Steer gently in the direction you want to go until you regain traction. Avoid sudden movements. Question 61. What does this sign mean? A. Minimum speed. B. Recommended speed. C. Maximum speed limit. D. End of speed zone. Answers is B. Recommended speed. This sign indicates a recommended speed for this section of the road under ideal conditions. It is not a mandatory limit, but suggests a safe and efficient speed. Question 62. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Steep hill. B. Hump or speed bump. C. Uneven road. D. Bridge ahead. Answers is B. Hump or speed bump. This sign warns drivers of a hump, often a speed hump or bump, in the road ahead. Drivers should reduce their speed to avoid discomfort or damage to their vehicle. Question 63. When is it legal to turn right on a red light in California? A. Always if no traffic. B. After stopping and if no sign prohibits it. C. Only if you are in the rightmost lane. D. When the crosswalk is clear. Answers is B. After stopping and if no sign prohibits it. In California, you may turn right on a red light after coming to a complete stop, ensuring the intersection is clear of traffic and pedestrians, and if there is no turn on red sign. Question 64. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Strong headwinds. B. Strong side wind. C. Gusty conditions. D. Tunnel ahead. Answers is B. Strong side wind. This sign warns drivers of strong side winds ahead, which can be particularly hazardous for vehicles like trucks and vans. Drivers should grip the steering wheel firmly. Question 65. What does this sign mean? A. End of residential area. B. Beginning of residential area. C. Pedestrian zone. D. Playground ahead. Answers is B. Beginning of residential area. This sign indicates the beginning of a residential area or living zone. Drivers should be extra cautious, expect pedestrians and children, and adhere to lower speed limits. Question 66. What should you do if you encounter a dust storm while driving? A. Turn on high beams. B. Pull off the road, turn off lights, wait. C. Speed up to get through quickly. D. Turn on hazard lights and keep driving. Answers is B. Pull off the road, turn off lights, wait. If caught in a dust storm with severely visibility, pull completely off the roadway, turn off all your lights including hazard lights, and wait for visibility to improve. Parking on the shoulder with lights on can be dangerous if other drivers cannot see you. Question 67. This sign indicates a specific traffic priority. What does it mean? A. Yield to oncoming traffic. B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. C. Two-way traffic ahead. D. Merge lane ahead. Answers is B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. This sign indicates that you have the over oncoming traffic, often seen on narrow bridges or road sections. Oncoming traffic must yield to you. Question 68. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Stop sign ahead. B. Traffic light ahead. C. Yield ahead. D. Pedestrian crossing. Answers is B. Traffic light ahead. This sign warns drivers that a traffic light is ahead. This allows drivers to anticipate and prepare to stop or proceed depending on the signal, reducing sudden braking. Question 69. What is the maximum speed limit in a business or residential district in California unless otherwise posted? A. 30. B. 25. C. 35. D. 20. Answers is B. 25. Unless otherwise posted, the maximum speed limit in a business or residential district in California is 25 miles per hour. Question 70. What does this sign mean for commercial trucks? A. Truck stop ahead. B. No entry for goods vehicles. C. Truck lane ahead. D. Truck parking only. Answers is B. No entry for goods vehicles. This sign prohibits the entry of goods vehicles, trucks into the area. It is often used to restrict heavy vehicle traffic from residential areas or specific routes. Question 71. What does this sign indicate? A. No U-turn allowed. B. Place for U-turn. C. Dead end ahead. D. Turnaround point. Answers is B. Place for U-turn. This sign indicates a place where U-turns are permitted. Drivers wishing to make a U-turn should use this specific location. Question 72. What should you do if you miss your exit on a freeway? A. Reverse on the shoulder. B. Continue to the next exit. C. Make a U-turn at the next median. D. Stop and ask for directions. Answers is B. Continue to the next exit. If you miss your exit on a freeway, never back up or attempt to cross lanes to get to it. Continue to the next exit and find a safe way to turn around or re-enter the freeway. Question 73. What does this sign mean about the road's condition? A. Road work ahead. B. Change of road surface. C. Slippery road. D. Uneven road. Answers is B. Change of road surface. This sign warns drivers of a change in road surface ahead, such as from pavement to gravel, or a change in asphalt type. Drivers should adjust their speed and awareness accordingly. Question 74. This sign indicates a requirement for certain conditions. What does it mean? A. Chains not allowed. B. Movement with snow chains required. C. Snowmobiles only. D. End of snow zone. Answers is B. Movement with snow chains required. This sign mandates the use of snow chains on tires, typically during winter conditions in mountainous areas, to ensure adequate traction on snow or ice. Question 75. What does this sign mean for animals? A. Farm animals crossing. B. Wild animals crossing. C. Pet crossing. D. Hunting area. Answers is B. Wild animals crossing. This sign warns drivers of potential wild animals crossing the road. Drivers should be especially alert at dawn, dusk, and nighttime when animals are most active. Question 76. What should you do when merging onto a freeway? A. Stop and wait for a gap. B. Accelerate to freeway speed and merge. C. Slow down to find a gap. D. Force your way into traffic. Answers is B. Accelerate to freeway speed and merge. When merging onto a freeway, use the acceleration lane to match the speed of freeway traffic. Signal your intent, and then merge safely into a gap in traffic. Question 77. What does this sign indicate about traffic direction? A. Left turn only. B. Exit onto a one-way road right. C. Two-way traffic. D. No right turn. Answers is B. Exit onto a one-way road right. This sign indicates that you are exiting onto a one-way road where traffic flows to the right. Be aware of the one-way flow of vehicles. Question 78. What does this sign prohibit? A. No left turn. B. No right turn. C. No U-turn. D. No entry. Answers is B. No right turn. This sign means no right turn. Drivers are prohibited from making a right turn at the intersection or location where this sign is posted. Question 79. What is the primary purpose of a blind spot check? A. To adjust mirrors. B. To see vehicles not visible in mirrors. C. To check tire pressure. D. To look for pedestrians. Answers is B. To see vehicles not visible in mirrors. A blind spot check involves quickly glancing over your shoulder to see areas that your and side mirrors do not cover, ensuring no vehicles are hidden there before changing lanes. Question 80. What does this sign indicate? A. No pedestrians. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. School crossing. D. Children at play. Answers is B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This information sign alerts drivers that a pedestrian crossing is ahead, providing advance warning to be prepared to stop for crossing pedestrians. Question 81. What does this warning sign mean? A. Airport nearby. B. Low-flying aircraft. C. Strong winds. D. Military zone. Answers is B. Low-flying aircraft. This sign warns drivers of the possibility of low-flying aircraft, which can cause sudden loud noises or distractions, especially near airfields. Question 82. When parallel parking, how far should your wheels be from the curb? A. More than 18 inches. B. No more than 18 inches. C. Exactly 1 foot. D. As close as possible. Answers is B. No more than 18 inches. In California, when parallel parking, your vehicle's wheels must be no more than 18 inches from the curb. Parking farther away can result in a ticket. Question 83. What does this sign indicate regarding obstacles? A. Pass obstacle on left. B. Pass obstacle on right. C. Obstacle ahead. D. Divided road. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on right. This mandatory sign directs drivers to pass an obstacle on the right side. It ensures traffic flow around obstructions safely. Question 84. What does this sign indicate about the road? A. Road ends ahead. B. Embankment or quayside ahead. C. Bridge ahead. D. Water on road. Answers is B, embankment or quayside ahead. This sign warns of an embankment or quayside ahead, meaning the road runs alongside a body of water or a steep drop-off. Drivers should be cautious to avoid driving off the edge. Question 85. Who has though at an intersection with no stop or yield signs? A. Vehicles turning left. B. The vehicle that arrives first. C. Vehicles on the main road. D. The largest vehicle. Answers is B, the vehicle that arrives first. At an uncontrolled intersection, the driver who arrives first has the. If two drivers arrive at the same time, the driver on the right has the. Question 86. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Bridge ahead. B. Tunnel ahead. C. Underpass. D. Overpass. Answers is B, tunnel ahead. This sign warns drivers of a tunnel ahead. Drivers should turn on headlights, remove sunglasses, and be prepared for changes in lighting and air circulation. Question 87. What does this sign indicate? A. No parking. B. Parking place ahead. C. Handicap parking. D. Loading zone. Answers is B, parking place ahead. This information sign indicates that a parking place is available ahead. It helps drivers locate parking areas. Question 88. You are driving on a road. When is it safe to pass another vehicle? A. On a curve. B. When the line is broken yellow. C. At an intersection. D. When approaching a hill. Answers is B, when the line is broken yellow. It is safe to pass another vehicle on a road when the broken yellow line is on your side, indicating that passing is permitted, and when there is no oncoming traffic. Question 89. What does this sign mean for pedestrians and cyclists? A. No pedestrians or bicycles. B. Shared use path for cars and bicycles. C. Road for bicycles only. D. Car and pedestrian crossing. Answers is B, shared use path for cars and bicycles. This sign indicates a road or path that is for shared use by passenger cars and bicycles. Drivers should be especially vigilant for cyclists in these areas. Question 90. What does this sign indicate? A. No bicycles. B. Cyclists leaving or entering. C. Bicycle path ahead. D. Bike lane ends. Answers is B, cyclists leaving or entering. This warning sign alerts drivers to an area where cyclists may be entering or leaving the roadway, such as near a bike path entrance or exit. Be prepared to yield. Question 91. What should you do before backing up your vehicle? A. Honk your horn. B. Check all around your vehicle. C. Look only in your mirror. D. Just check for cars. Answers is B, check all around your vehicle. Before backing up, you must always look all around your vehicle, including checking your blind spots and behind you, to ensure no children, pedestrians, or objects are in your path. Question 92. What does this sign mean for speed? A. Maximum speed limit. B. Minimum speed limit. C. Recommended speed. D. End of speed limit. Answers is B, minimum speed limit. This sign indicates a minimum speed limit, meaning drivers must not drive slower than the posted speed unless traffic or road conditions require it for safety. Question 93. What does this sign warn about? A. Road ends ahead. B. Dangerous hard shoulder. C. Narrow road. D. No shoulder. Answers is B. Dangerous hard shoulder. This sign warns that the shoulder of the road is dangerous or unstable, often meaning it's soft or has a steep drop-off. Avoid driving on or pulling over to it. Question 94. What is the proper action if you are being A. Brake suddenly. B. Increase your following distance. C. Speed up to get away. D. Flash your brake lights. Answers is B. Increase your following distance. If someone is tailgating you, the safest action is to increase your following distance from the vehicle in front of you. This gives you more room to react and allows for a gradual slowdown if needed, protecting you from a collision. Question 95. What does this sign mean? A. No U-turn. B. U-turn zone. C. Roundabout ahead. D. Divided highway. Answers is B. U-turn zone. This sign indicates a zone, a area where U-turns are permitted and often for specific traffic flow patterns. Question 96. What does this sign warn about at the next intersection? A. Major road ahead. B. Junction with a minor road. C. Roundabout ahead. D. Traffic light ahead. Answers is B. Junction with a minor road. This sign warns of a junction ahead where a minor road intersects with the current road. Drivers should be aware of potential traffic entering from the minor road. Question 97. When are studded tires permitted in California? A. In mountain areas. B. November 1 to April 30. C. Only during heavy snowfall. D. Never. They are illegal. Answers is B. November 1 to April 30. Studded tires are generally permitted in California only between November 1 and April 30. Their use outside these dates can damage roads. Question 98. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. You have priority. B. Yield to oncoming traffic. C. Two-way traffic. D. No entry. Answers is B. Yield to oncoming traffic. This sign means priority over oncoming traffic is, or opposite traffic has priority. You must yield to vehicles coming from the opposite direction. Question 99. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. One-way traffic. B. Reversible lane road. C. Lane ends. D. Lane. Answers is B. Reversible lane road. This sign indicates a road with a reversible lane, where the direction of traffic flow can change at different times of the day to manage peak traffic. Pay attention to overhead signals. Question 100. What must you do at a solid red traffic light? A. Slow down and proceed with caution. B. Stop completely before the stop line. C. Yield to cross traffic. D. Stop only if traffic is present. Answers is B. Stop completely before the stop line. A solid red traffic light requires you to come to a complete stop before the stop line, crosswalk, or intersection. You must remain stopped until the light turns green, or if making a legal right turn on red after stopping.